Hello, people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone, wherever you are listening from. This is yours truly, Mr. O, and I come your way once again. I'm still enjoying my last few days of my holidays, so my times are a little off. But no matter what happens, I try to do my best to come your way and interact with you anytime something crops up or something. There is something to talk about all the time, but my timings are a little off, so I apologize. From Thursday, we will get back on the road and our rhythm will be straight and we will be talking. Okay? And before I get to my destination, I just want to share a little thing with you. And as teachers, I believe we all seek to build positive and supportive relationships with our students, right? And that is what every teacher seeks to do in order for teaching and learning to go on well. Now, there comes a times where you need to draw a balance or draw the line between being friendly and being approachable. Then also being professional at the same time, being authoritative. All right. A lot of the times, most teachers are not able to find that balance. And in fact, if you've been a teacher outside the United States or North America or these economies, and you are coming in as a new teacher, you will find this balance very difficult to maintain. Because back home, where we all train to teach and we all been teaching, we are used to either doing the directly opposite of whatever the professional code is. Okay? So recently I talked about the fact that you cannot touch a student. In fact, no matter what, either to discipline them, either to pet them, no matter what, you cannot even touch them. All right? It is not allowed. And I got a lot of messages and I got a lot of responses from people who are surprised and those who are outraged about it. But you being outraged about it doesn't change the fact that that is how it is here. You could get into trouble. So then also being able to draw the line where you want to be approachable, you want to seem approachable, and at the same time maintaining that boundary that you are not their friends. Look, there is something I can tell you straight in the face. If you are teaching in this part of the world, you are not your student's friend. You are not their friend. That is one thing you should get into your head. You are not there to create friendship. You are not there to become friends to them. They are your students, you are their teacher, and that's it. You understand? If you don't get that, it's one of the difficulties you face when you come here to teach. This goes to all of us as teachers, no matter where or which level you are teaching, either the university or the lower primary level or the middle school level or the high school level. Know this to the core that you are your student's teacher, you are not their friend. And you can be friendly. One thing that I learned the hard way was to be friendly and at the same time to maintain the boundary. You understand? Because when we come fresh, we come from another economy to these places, you think if being petty with them, if I say petty, like you want to pet them, you want them to become your friend, you want to be the teacher that everybody goes to. There is a very thin line between that and them licking your lips. All right? Yes. And as the adage goes in our local parlance, if you play with dogs, they'll lick your lips. Yes, it's as simple as that. The more you play with them, they'll lick your lips. And this licking of lips here by these students here is not the one that will land you in a very comfortable place. It could send you to a very dark room, very dark places, which you don't want to go. Okay? So I always tell the new teachers, yes, be friendly, be approachable, but you are not their friend. Make sure you draw that line. How you do it, I don't have the magic stick to tell you, but you make sure you draw that line. Make sure you stick to the rules and regulations of engagement in your classroom. Engage with them as professionally as possible and as much as you can. All right? At the same time, you want them to be able to come to you and ask you questions, and you be able to explain things to them well. Then also, you want to make sure that they don't lick your lips, just like a dog will do to its pet owner. You understand? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that at all. It will be one of the things that will unmake you if you try doing that. You know, in every school, we have people like that. There are teachers who want to be every student's buddy, every student's go-to person. It works well in our part of the world, but in this part of the world, North America, Europe, it doesn't work well. You try to do that, you get into trouble. Oh yes, you try to be petty with students, you get into trouble. If you want to be their buddy, you get into trouble. You understand? If you want to be like Paul, oh, I became a thief for everyone. I became what I want to become for everybody to be saved. No, you are not Paul. You cannot be Jesus Christ. You understand? If you want to lose your job, try doing that. Then also, you want to draw the line where you want to be authoritative, to be in authority. At the same time, being the kind of teacher that your students may want. All right? A lot of us draw this rigid. You must be very, you cannot be rigid about it. Okay? You cannot be rigid about it. Professionalism and being authoritative in your classroom and being in control, I mean, there's a thin line between them two. Okay? Hey, I hope I've not missed my way. Okay. There is a thin line between that two. So you don't want to seem so rigid. You know, there are teachers that no one can even approach them. No one can even ask a question in their class, even if they don't understand the topic. You understand? You don't want to be that kind of teacher. You don't want to be that kind of teacher. Yes, as much as students can approach you, let that be possible. Create a room where they can come to you, or where they can get up in the class. Oh, Mr. O, I don't get this. Mr. O, I have this challenge. Can I ask you a question? Okay. You know, that kind of thing. But that is it. It must be as professional as possible. Your authority must not be compromised. If your authority is compromised, you have lost the battle to control them. You have lost the battle to teach them. You have lost the battle of your classroom. Because the moment they get to that zone, there are things they will do that you cannot say. I made a mistake, got into such a zone with some of my students, thinking they are seniors, they'll think right. But trust me, I paid dearly for it. Yes, I paid dearly for it. Because this is a student who has, gotten to that vicinity. You know what I mean? He's got so close that when he's fooling or he's doing something that needs a certain level of discipline, you cannot. So I told myself, you see, you cannot lay down the curtains all the way to the down level. No. It must be a little up, but not the up where nobody can see your face. Literally speaking. The students should be able to see your face. They should be able to come to you. Yes, come to my table. Oh, Mr. O, do you think it is right for me to do this course? Do you think I can succeed here? Do you think I want to go into this program? Do you think I should do it or not? we should be able to have those professional discussions, career discussions, but that should not limit, or that should not break down your authority in the classroom. All right? Okay. Emmanuel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll do that. Yes, it has opened. I was waiting for that information actually from last year. Thank you for letting me. I didn't check my email this morning, I guess. All right. So being able to draw these boundaries. Which exit am I taking again? Being able to create these boundaries. How do you draw the social media and other forms of communication within and outside the classroom? To what extent must you allow your students? Okay? To what extent must you allow your students? To what extent must they be able to? Okay, I'm still on course. For your own mental health, you should be able to create this boundary. So this is a very short message. Share it to whoever needs to hear it. And as I keep saying all the time, you don't want to come here and be met with some of these things and it will seem like a new thing. So as we discuss them, as I share some of this information, start practicing them. All right? Start practicing them in your own spaces. That is the only way that it becomes part of you. So when you come here, especially those who are aspiring to come and teach in the US, so that when you come here, it becomes easy. It becomes something you can do by yourself. Is that okay? Maintain a friendly atmosphere. Maintain a friendly teacher-student relationship. But remember, you are not their friend. All right? You and your students are not friends. I know it is difficult for some of you to understand. I know it is tough for you to comprehend. But take your time and analyze exactly what I'm talking about. Be approachable. Don't be too rigid. I mean, allow a certain level of room. But do not let your guards down. Do not, and I repeat, do not let your guards down. Where students can come in and go out anytime they want. When that happens, you lose authority. Maintain professionalism. Make sure you read your district codes of conduct. Make sure you read the school's code of conduct. Make sure you yourself, you set rules and regulations, okay, in your classroom, and make sure you adhere to it. Let them see you to be the fair and the firm teacher that they want to see. If you are not fair and firm, you lose grip. Is that okay? You lose grip, and you don't want to do that. Well, these are my thoughts. These are some of the things I've experienced, and I'm sharing them. If you have another way we can do it, please let me see it in the comment section. Comment, let me know how you have been doing it, how you have been maintaining a good student-teacher relationship that does not compromise on your professionalism, that does not compromise on your mental health, it does not compromise on your space, on your own space, it does not compromise on your time. Let me see it in the comment section. All right? Let me see in the comment section. Okay? Emmanuel, thank you. Maintain professionalism all the time. Maintain professionalism all the time. Good evening. Thank you, Emmanuel. So, guys, I'll leave you here. Very simple message, and I came to deliver it. I'm almost at where I'm going to. And I think A lot of you may have experiences. Let me see the comment section. What are the benefits of maintaining a good teacher-student relationship? Is that okay? What are some of the best practices that you have experienced or practiced in your class that has helped you? All right. Where can we find some of the resources that we need to be able to do that? As a teacher, in your own right, please share and let me hear your comments. And maybe it will help somebody also. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you and I'll reach out to you another time. Adios. Bye bye.